Right, we're back at it again with some more NFT cars. Yes, I know, again. But of course, they're all getting shipped in as we speak. Yeah, so, I wanted this to be a happy look at these awesome cars video. But alas, we just can't have these things, Mattel, can we? It's always got to be a problem. Anyway, we'll start things off with the fact that looks a little bit crooked, but I need to get a proper camera mount. I'm also trying out some different focus settings today. I got a comment pointing out how bad the autofocus was on my McLaren F1 video, and oh my god, I looked back at it. See, I obviously had the focus set up before I got these zoom filters. I mean, I got the tent on, so they're literally just a big bit of glass that you screw on the front of the camera. They're very helpful. The 4x has been absolutely brilliant for getting the smaller details of these tiny cars. But I also hadn't thought about the focal point. So look, even now, from what I can tell, the focus looks better, I think. I've just set it to centre focus instead of wide area focus. And yeah, that's why I need new camera mounts. Honestly, they have given up. So yeah, do let me know what the focusing is like. Obviously, when I'm filming, looking through this tiny little screen, you don't really notice. And even in editing, when it's up in a small screen in the top right, you don't really notice it until you look at it once it's rendered on the big screen. And to be honest, once you've seen your video through about 3 times because you've edited it, you don't really watch the full thing through again on YouTube. There we are. Anyway, digressed again, everyone's clicked off. Let's crack on with the cars. We have here the Pagani Zonda R here on the left and the Datsun Bluebird wagon on the right. So, the wagon, let's get on with the Pagani. I was about to say Wagon R. Why? Wagon R. Isn't that like a Suzuki? We've already seen these boxes before, so we'll get cracking on and open up the box to see the car. Put that at the back there, and yeah, there it is, the Zonda, looking absolutely awesome. And for reference, the Zonda come in one of the nice little Mattel boxes, and I'm sure you're all familiar with these boxes. Pretty good, pretty sturdy boxes. As for any damages, there's a very tiny dent in the outer casing there. Again, not a problem whatsoever, has caused no damage at all. So let's get the car out of the box, shall we? We'll have a quick look, and this is where the focus will start to show its head, whether it's going to be good or bad. I just find it difficult to stop the focus point trying to focus on my gloves, and I think it still is. Judging by that, I think it still is. I'm on central focus. The focus should be here, not over here. I don't know. But yeah, there is the card art, and it does look pretty awesome. I thought this was going to be a bit more of an orange car, judging by the card art and what it looked like on the computer and all that when we got the NFT. But look at that, it is way redder than I expected. There's still a definite hint of orange in there, but that is way redder than I expected. In fact, that's got to be one of the coolest reds. That is so cool. Maybe not quite as good as the Oxblood, but I do like that kind of lighter orange sheen in there. Very, very cool. That is so nice, and obviously the back of it has the Series 7 HotWheels contoured Pagani Zonda R, the NFT Garage back. The card's all in good shape, and yeah, not even any cracks in the actual blister there, I don't think. Oh no, there is one, as usual. I didn't look very well, did I? There's a crack down in the corner there, nothing major. Shall I email them, get a refund? I mean, at this point, I'll be getting half these cars for free, minus the extra money I spent on ones I didn't get redeemables on. I didn't notice that light crack down there, but it's pretty minor. See it down there? Yeah, not that great. That's the problem. I get them out to have a nice look at them, and I'm just disappointed every time. I'll get some cool B-roll of this at the end, along with the Bluebird, which we shall crack onto now. But to start things off, this is the box that Mattel thought would be acceptable to send my car in. What the fuck, Mattel? Like, honestly, it arrived like this. How the fuck my car was still in it, I don't know. There was a label there. It just peeled off with ease, which is nice for the video, but again, kind of concerning. I haven't even needed to use this weird zip thing they've added to it. Again, makes it 10 times easier to open. Why? We don't need that. It's just beaten up to... It's just shot. And again, do we need this change, Mattel? Why have you gone to these boxes? Because now there's a massive room. There's loads of room for this to move about. Was there any air packaging there? Was there? Fuck. No, there wasn't. So that was rattling around. Honestly, I don't know how it stayed in here. I mean, I've got to thank Every. For once, Every have been the good part here in getting this here. But honestly, absolute shit show, Mattel. I don't know why they've gone from their nice little boxes to that. So that's already pissed me off. So yeah, let's get on to the Bluebird. I mean, the box, this box is fine, I will be honest, but let's face it, as cool as this car is, really, really cool, it has once again been let down by Mattel's stupid shipping and they're just honestly, they're so incompetent. And I really want to say good things about these, but they just make it so I just can't, you know? Because look how cool this car is. Honestly, that is so awesome. But again, you just start looking at it, you know, there's a paint blemish there, it's all cracked around there, pretty badly cracked there, and again, more cracks on the back as well. Look, little bits of plastic in there too. Great, wonderful, thanks guys. So, yeah, literally, I hadn't even looked that far into this one and noticed that extra crack there. So again, that's another one damaged. So I was going to say 2 out of 5 of my cars have arrived damaged. Nope, it's actually fucking 3 out of 5 have arrived damaged. Absolutely unbelievable. Now, I was pretty disappointed with this one because the Datsun is one of the cars that was actually worth money still. This still held its value, about 160 flow, which is, yeah, pretty much $160, you know, 140 quid, something like that. So this was one of the few cars that actually maintained its value, and of course it was one of the ones that arrived pretty damaged. So far Mattel have actually achieved damaging all of my most expensive cars, because the Porsche was also more expensive too. So brilliant guys, honestly. I mean, why could you not send this in the nice box and put this in that tatty one? It would have been so much better, but even then they still get broken in the normal boxes, so who knows. I think I have worked out the problem here, though. Now, let me go get a couple of RLC cars to demonstrate. I've still got these out because I filmed them recently. Here is the G-Wagon and the pink Ford Mustang Cobra. Now, this one's a prime example because it's a really big card. Look how strong and thick the plastic is on this card. It's a proper RLC car. It's got this really strong plastic on the outside. It's got like a square around the outside to keep it stronger, and then it's properly moulded around the car so the car can't move at all. And again, it's just really strong, durable plastic. It doesn't bend at all. Same again with the Mustang. We've got that big square around the outside, which definitely helps for the strength. And then it's all moulded around the car. And again, I've not had any of these arrive damaged. Not a single one. Apart from little dents, not a single crack in my RLC cars, which, fingers crossed, will maintain that way. So yeah, I'm sure you've already noticed what I'm going to say here. These are basically mainline blisters. There's no difference between this and a long card mainline car, with heavy premium cars inside, and I think that is the problem. The cars are just too heavy and the plastic on them is just way too light and flimsy. I mean, fucking hell, I've just pushed it even more. I mean, at this point I don't care. Maybe I should start opening these because it might take my mind off things, I don't know. But I think they needed to put these in the proper boxes. They needed to put these in proper RLC boxes so they weren't going to get damaged like this. And quite frankly, it's making me really, really nervous for the Super Treasure Hunt Datsun I got coming. Let's face it, that will be the one that arrives damaged, because so far they've damaged all the expensive ones. And a 3 out of 5 damage rate ain't very bloody good, guys, is it? I would like to think they might sort it out by then, because of the amount of cases of this that they're having emailed to them. But I really don't want to get my hopes up at all, because quite frankly it's not worth it. Now, I did message Mattel and I did state very firmly that I wanted a resend. Now, I waited days for this email to finally get back to me, and they emailed me just before the bank holiday weekend, so of course I thought, well, there's no point emailing them over the bank holiday weekend, so I didn't get back to them. Then I got an email reminding me on midway through the bank holiday weekend, like, oh, if you don't reply soon, we're going to close your case. Like, what? I literally waited about a week for them to get back to me, leave it a few days, and they want to close my case. God, only works one bloody way with them, doesn't it? Anyway, so I read the email. They don't send resends internationally. I guess that's because they're more likely to get damaged. I don't know. I can sort of see why, perhaps, although it does still seem a bit shitty. So no resends for me. Brilliant. So that's high hopes for any damaged cars in the future as well, obviously. Yeah, so full refund it was, and of course, because that was from one of the smaller packs, it was only $25, so I got like £19 back. So I mean, you could say, oh, lucky you, you got a free car, but you know, it's not really the point. I wanted this to not be damaged so I can display it and look at it and go, wow, that's cool, rather than, oh yeah, it's fucking cracked. Ugh. I really want to be more positive, guys. I really do want to be more positive in my videos. But I'm really starting to go back to the old ways of being that, like, cynical British bloke that just makes all the sarcastic jokes and just hates life. Because honestly, Mattel's just feeding that fire right now, honestly. It's just pouring petrol on my cynical fire. It's just unbelievable, and it's really winding me up the tip. So, again, I'm really not looking forward to the next 2 NFT cars coming, because they're going to arrive damaged. I don't want to sell them because I do want the cars, but I just know they're going to arrive flipping damaged, and it's just nerve-wracking. The Porsche ain't here yet. I got the Porsche, I forgot what it was now, it's so long ago. The gold Porsche, I've redeemed that as well. That, for whatever reason, was back delayed, and it has now shipped. I debated waiting to have them all together in one video, but it's just taking too long. So so annoying. So now I've got to make another video on these NFTs that people may or may not want to watch. And who knows, I might be complaining again because that'll probably arrive damaged too. It's just so tedious. I was really hoping to get a second one of them. We'd open that one up and then I could have another one, but no, Mattel don't reissue cars internationally, so there we are. What do you think on that? Let me know down in the comments. I'm trying really hard to keep my shit together, but everything's just falling apart around me. And now it holds. How? Literally, it loses grip, and then when I try and pull it up, it holds in the position it's fell in. Honestly. Well, I do apologise for my lack of enthusiasm and slight irritated tone. But yeah, all in all, I've got to say, the cars look absolutely awesome. I love the card art on this. Again, the holographic effect is not really there, but you know, there's a bit of shininess to it, a bit of shiny, which is kind of nice. But we've been over that already. So yeah, let me know what you think of Mattel and what they're doing. Do you think this NFT thing has been an absolute disgrace? Because honestly, I think it is. The whole idea of these NFTs, everyone knows, is for the redeemables, and the redeemables have just been an absolute shambles. The cars they're sending out, half of them are just arriving broken because they just haven't put any effort into the cases at all. They really should have put these in properly reinforced blisters, because having them ship out in just regular mainline stuff ain't good. And honestly, the downgrade in their shipping boxes just rubs salt in the wound. It's just even more likely to arrive broken now. Last question, what do you think I should do? Should I open these cars? Do you think I should email Mattel about the Zonda? I mean, I've had it a little while now. It might still be within time. Maybe I can get more money back, but it's just a very tiny crack. But that's kind of all I can do at this point. It's just claw some of my money back, just to sort of maybe get the last laugh, although I'm really not. I don't know. Let me know what you think. It is just a very tiny crack, though. They might not. They might think I'm taking the piss there. I've already got money back for 2. Yeah, I think we'll leave it. Well, I apologise for this video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Of course, let me know what you think of these cars down in the comments below. Stay tuned for the little B-roll I'll do at the end. And yeah, I hope to see you again in the next video. Oh, and good luck on your RRC purchases and stuff. I hope you get more I mean, you get less damaged cars than I do. Yeah. A final note on what I think of the boxes Mattel are using.